Hello, my name is Priscilla. I just wanted to jump on and share my journey with cold urticaria. If you do not know what cold urticaria is, there's many different urticarias. The one that I specifically was diagnosed with is cold urticaria. It's an allergy to the cold. I first noticed it when my son was almost a year old. So back in 2015. I think it was like October, my fingertips started getting swollen when I would cut cheese or hot dogs that were cold. My fingertips would get swollen and it would only be on one hand and it would hurt. And then within like 30 minutes, the pain would go away and they wouldn't be swollen anymore. So I noticed that. And then if I switched hands, it went to the other hand. I tried to go to an online doctor so I wouldn't have to make an appointment because I didn't have a doctor in the area. She suggested I go see a doctor and do lab work. So I went in and told him what I thought it was. I thought it was cold urticaria or Raynaud syndrome. She did the test, which was putting an ice pack on my forearm, left it there for 5 minutes, took it off, and when she looked at it, it was just a big red spot. I had known that I'd been allergic to like mosquito bites, bee stings, wasp stings. So when I see anything like that, try to stay away from it. Mosquitoes would eat me alive. And then my bites would get like super swollen, get fever. It would take a long time to go away. If I got bit on my forehead, it would make my whole eye swell shut. So I know I'm allergic to things. I just try to stay away from them. The mosquito, like the wristbands that you could wear, the sprays, they like do nothing for me. I went to Maui with my mom, dad, and we took I think she was 1 year old at the time and I was pregnant. I tried to wristband. We went walking through this like really cool area and I got like, I don't know how many bites, at least 7. We went on our honeymoon. We went to Bora Bora. On the first day, we went out to dinner by the lagoon. Beautiful. My legs started itching like crazy. I got bit, I think it was 17 times on both legs. So it was miserable. My legs were like super heavy the rest of the trip. Anyway, so I was diagnosed with cold urticaria that day. She prescribed me an EpiPen and like a prescription Benadryl and suggested I see a rheumatologist. So I saw a rheumatologist in January, I believe, and he ran tons and tons of labs, x-rays. The day he brought me in to tell me my results, he told me I'm allergic to ragweed, walnut trees, not the actual walnuts, and there was one more thing. They didn't know I was allergic to the cold. He said I didn't have rheumatoid arthritis, I didn't have lupus, and I didn't have one more thing, whatever it was I didn't have. He wanted me to do more lab work, more money, more tests, and he suggested I start taking lupus medication. He said it's a low dose, it'll probably keep your cold allergy away. He's just guessing at this point. I had just started some amazing supplements in November. So October, my fingers started swelling. November, maybe late November, I had started some new supplements. The one thing I did started, it was a drink. It reduces inflammation. It balances your blood sugar. It helps people balance out their cholesterol, lipids. That was the only thing I was going to do. I cannot swallow pills. So I'm just going to do this drink. It's supposed to help you lose weight. That's why I really started it. Because we wanted to have another baby. I was exhausted and I didn't want to wait till our son at the time was 2 because I was like, that's 1 more year of sleep I'm not going to get. So I tried this drink to try to lose weight and I knew they had other products, was not interested in any of them. I'm not interested in pills, can't swallow them, so I'm not going to take them. But when the rheumatologist suggested lupus medication, I'm like, no, he doesn't know what's causing it. No, I know what's causing it. It's the cold. So I'm going to prepare myself. When we would go to Universal Studios, I would wear jeans, but I would take snowboarding pants so that if it got too cold, I could put those on and keep myself warm because the cold could get through my jeans and I would have the welts on my skin under them. I thought it was normal. I thought it was a normal thing. If I sat on a cold bench, my butt would get itchy. And I finally asked my husband one day, like, does that happen to you? And he said no. So for my whole life, when I thought that happened to everyone, like the cold just makes you itchy, no, apparently it was just me and everybody else that's affected by cold urticaria. And I think I also have another kind, pressure urticaria. And like if I wore like tight socks, when I take them off, I would like scratch my legs because they were super itchy. And then if I like scratched my skin, it would turn into a welt, which I thought was normal. It is not normal. So instead of taking lupus medication, which I told them I wasn't going to do it, I looked online. You know, you can find everything online, right? So I looked online and somebody found relief from cold urticaria by taking probiotics. Now, I read all these other things that people did, all these like diets where they took everything out to try to pinpoint what exactly was causing them to get these. I'm not that extreme. I'm not going to deal with that. If my case was super extreme, like if my throat closed when like the cold shower hit my head, maybe. But my case isn't that extreme. I know what causes it. It's when cold air hits my skin or anything cold touches my skin. So I was just looking for like a natural way to get rid of my hives. Like if I was pushing the stroller, my knuckles, whenever the cold wind was hitting, my knuckles would get little hives on them. So I knew what was causing it for me. I didn't need to do all that lab work to figure that out. I told them that up front. It's the cold. So somebody tried probiotics, and our company had probiotics. I didn't think I needed them because every time I read something about probiotics, it said for yeast issues. Now, I don't get yeast infections and I don't get toenail fungus. And so I didn't think I had a problem with yeast. I had no idea what yeast overgrowth in your gut does to your body. Now, so many autoimmune issues are tied to it. So I decided, okay, let me try this probiotic. I open the capsules because I can't swallow them. I told you that before. I put it on a spoon, put it in my mouth, and wash it down with water. So we had this combo that has the drink I was drinking and probiotics, and our probiotics have digestive enzymes and antifungal plus probiotics. It's going to kill off the bad. It's going to repopulate the good. And we have a magnesium supplement in the same combo. I had my own magnesium powder drink that I could drink without having to open a capsule. But I was like, it's a combo. It's cheaper to get all three together. I'm just going to try it. So I tried it. So I got it in January. So January, February, I was doing my combo. Then I got pregnant. And then in March, I was doing my daughter's second birthday. And I cut tons of cold chicken breast, like diced it up to put it in probably the crock pot, maybe in my Instant Pot. I don't know if I had that back then already. But I realized that my fingers did not swell. I was like, okay, maybe this probiotic thing is working. I don't get my allergy to the cold anymore unless I am not taking my products consistently. So I take them because I know if I don't, then my hives start coming back. I am also not a magnet for mosquitoes anymore. I did more research on that. They're actually attracted to the bacteria on your skin. I always thought it was like the blood type. I'm B positive. I'd ask people that get eaten live, what blood type are you? Nobody was ever B positive like me. So they were attracted to the bacteria on my skin. So when I got my gut healthy, they're no longer as attracted to me. I have gotten a couple of mosquito bites over the last 3 years that I've been taking my products, but they do not swell as big as they used to, which is awesome. I also gave up on wearing earrings because my ears would get red and itchy and they would hurt. So I would do it for special occasions, like somebody's wedding. I'd wear them to the wedding, endure as long as I could, and then pop them out and put them in my purse and know that my ear's going to be a little irritated for a couple days. That doesn't happen anymore. So through the last few years, I have found that so many of our health issues begin in the gut, and I had no idea I had any problem with that. I didn't think I needed probiotics. I only took the gummy multivitamins when I was trying to get pregnant and when I had the kids. So if you deal with any urticarias and you're trying elimination diets, try probiotics. I take the best one out there. If you want to know more information on it, send me a message. But I just had to share my journey because maybe other people are suffering with this too, and maybe you're just listening to your doctor's advice and taking lupus medication if you don't have lupus. But I can't just keep this to myself and not share it, because what if it helps you too? So send me a message. I'd love to chat with you. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope this helps you or someone that you love. Talk soon. Bye-bye.